Hey guys, how you doing today? Hey man, so we had a lot of questions in the group about, and I just wanted to get in here and answer because we had so many questions about how we're able to successfully manage our contractors. And so I wanted to share with you, I'm gonna have a lot of stuff in the course about it, but I want you to start thinking different from from a perspective standpoint. When we're managing, I don't know, this month I got 27 unit renovation at one complex. I got 4 at another, 10 at another, 9 at another, 7 at another, 9 at another. I mean, just off the top of my head, we have over 60. And if you have one building where you have 60, that's easy. You just hire a construction manager. But for us, we can't afford to put a construction manager at every different site. And we probably got at least 15 different sites that we're managing. So one of the things that we do, and in the course, I'm gonna have all the spreadsheets with all the SKU numbers on it that we like to use. It's gonna have, basically what we do is we have a predetermined set amount that we pay a contractor. There's no need for a contractor to come out and give us a bid. That's a waste of his time, that's a waste of our time. We don't wanna get 3 bids, we don't wanna wait for the 3 bids to come back. You're burning a week, you're burning 2 weeks. I mean, we gotta get these things turned over quick. When we buy properties, we gotta turn and burn. So what I have is a spreadsheet, and I sit down with all the contractors, or a construction manager does, which is my nephew, Devontae. And we say, hey guys, look, here's what we pay per cabinet. It's $40 per cabinet. Here's what we pay. So if you got 10 cabinets in a unit, it's $400. For the countertop, we pay them $150. For the faucet, we pay them $35 or $25. For the water lines, the water lines, we pay him an extra $5 a piece to hook up. The shut-off valves, $10 a unit, unless they're the ball valves. We pay $25 if they're the ones that they got to solder in. So we have set determined prices on every item out here. So whenever a unit goes vacant, I don't have to wait for a bid to get back. I got a contractor out there. He's walking with our construction manager. They're making a checklist. And by the end of that walkthrough, we have an Excel sheet. Boom, it's subtotals, and that's the agreed upon contract. So there's no need to wait for 3 people to get back. We're not wasting time. We're getting materials ordered that same day. He can go and start on the demo that same day. He can start on the demo while we're getting the order placed. The order's gonna be out within 48 hours. He's gonna be responsible for checking off on that order. I even pay him $25 to check off on the order. I wanna know that the order's gonna be right. What else do we do to be, we pay them super quick. If they get done by Monday, we pay them Thursday. I will have the inspections done by Tuesday. I got to have the checks into the controller by Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock. So we work around our contractors. We've built out great systems for it. And, you know, we make it easy on them because they are the lifeblood of turning properties right now. A lot of you guys are saying, hey, man, that's terrible. I got this contractor that wants to charge me to do an estimate. I mean, if you go to a doctor, he's going to charge you to do an estimate on what needs done with you. It's called a physical. It's called a checkup. So we should get more accustomed to paying contractors, because I'm telling you right now, guys, that contractors are few and far in between. And you guys think that housing values are going to correct and go down. I'm telling you right now, they're building 2 million houses a year right now. We have a population of 330 million people. And 1975, they were building 4 million houses a year. You know why they can't build 4 million houses a year right now? Because labor rates are so high, materials are so high that they can build them, but they don't have the buyers. There's plenty of buyers out here, but they can't afford $600,000 and $700,000 houses, which is why I want to teach you guys to BRRRR, because BRRRRing, man, those properties are going to go up in value because people cannot afford to build new properties. I mean, they built some out here in front of my subdivision, and a 2,200 square foot house, $750,000. I mean, it's insane. But the cost to build, that's probably $600. So the developer wanted to make 10, 15%. You know, then he had his holding cost. He had a soft cost on top of that. So that's why I really think that housing values are not going to go down. They went back down in 2008 because we were overbuilt. We had more houses than we needed. But then you have right now, I think there's 54 million people between ages of 18 and 29 years old, and they need houses and they can't find them. And then you have your Gen X like me. There's 40. I mean, there's so many people out here. There's not enough houses. and the houses are so expensive. So if you can successfully BRRRR, you're gonna stand to make a lot of money, guys. So, hey man, I'm gonna jump into some questions, man. I know a lot of you guys had some questions about the construction process. Man, what can I help you with, man? Like I said, we effectively run 50, 60, 70 units a month doing renovations on them. And we have a lot of support, a lot of help. Our property managers are able to check off on stuff for us too. How many contractor crews do you keep immediately available? And how do you make sure their quality is up to standards? I mean, Mike, I don't have enough right now, and I probably got 60 or 70 guys out a day working. Our punch out, we do our punch out, we set the standards, we go through, we're going through jobs all the time. We're going through, and I know construction very well. I actually, when I started off doing contracting, when I started off doing the first BRRRR, I was actually on the job with the contractors working for free. It was my BRRRR. I didn't even realize what the heck BRRRR was until a few years ago, guys. I just thought I was buying and holding. I didn't understand that I was BRRRRing back then. They came out with this term, and I was like, oh, cool, man. I've been doing that forever. Man, I BRRRR hotels. I BRRRR 100-unit complexes, man. Or I should say we, because it's not I. Nothing gets done me. It's us. So really going through and just checking their standards and letting them know, like, that's unacceptable. Watch my videos, man. You'll see some of the contracts are going to go through there like, hey, man, that's not acceptable. I need you to tighten that up, man. Just got done working, making those connections. Met a great contractor today I did some work for, and sounds like the one I've been looking for. Man, I build my own guys, man. My guys were out. We had a fire. We had somebody threw a cocktail bomb through one of our properties last night, and I'm sitting out here on the back deck. Look, man, I'm out here with we had the kids swimming over here. We had the fire on. And I'm sitting over here with my neighbor, and I get a call, and it's he's telling me he bought a 60-something unit, man. He's high-level executive, but he's telling me that he had a 60-something unit he bought back in like 2006 down in Atlanta, and that it was just hard that they got out of it. But I said, man, I just got one of my properties bombed. They're saying it's arson, so it was, I think. And I went down there this morning. What questions you guys got, though, man? I'm here for you guys. When checking out a potential deal, is it normal for contractors to be compensated just to give you rough in this market, yes, because here's the deal, guys. There's not enough tradesmen. People stopped becoming tradesmen in the 80s. So going forward, man, let your contractors know you appreciate them. We're used to paying our doctors when we got to go in and consult them. We're used to paying, anybody, you take your car in for an estimate, we're used to paying them. You call somebody out to come and look at your HVAC unit, they're going to charge you a service fee. So contractors are the same, man. These guys got so much work that you just got to build that into your cost. Now, I haven't had to pay anybody yet to come out and give me an estimate, but I work different. That's what I was explaining to you guys at the beginning of this video. All of our spreadsheets and everything that we do is set up for contractors to get in and get out without wasting their time. They don't have to give me an estimate. By the time we walk through the unit, we check off, boom, 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 check off on everything. Boom, the number auto calculates. We have an Excel spreadsheet, which I'm going to give you in the course. And you'll be able to go in there and you click on everything. It's automatically the same sheet you're going to send over with all the SKUs on it. Now, you can go in and change the SKU if you want, but it's going to have all the SKUs on it. And the reason we pick these SKUs out are, number one, they're price effective. Number two, they're designer. They look good. And number three, they will hold the test of time. So when I say they hold up, they're not things that are going to be like just cheap and break down all of a sudden. And they look really good, and you can get more rent out of them. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, Nate Barger on YouTube, and hit the bell, and you'll be notified on any new videos that come out.